September is Suicide Prevention Month, and one organization is working to bring a light into the darkness. Joining me this morning is Linda Robinson from the National Alliance on Mental Health. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
We were kind of talking off camera about who needs to be aware here, because so often we say, hey, awareness is key. But in this case, the awareness really lies on both sides here.
Absolutely true. When we have loved ones that's going through a mental illness, a mental health crisis, we need to pay attention to the signs. So like if they're distancing themselves or they're acting different from what they're used to or some type of manic behavior, you need to look into it. And one thing I've learned since I am a facilitator for NAMI STL, that most parents notice at a young age, but sometimes they kind of overlook it. And as they get older, it progresses, and then they go seek help. And so one thing, as loved ones, we need to start paying attention to those signs when they're younger, because eventually it's going to lead to something else as they get older.
Okay. One of the things that I was always told as a kid coming up was that, keep your feelings inside, hide your feelings, always have a smiley face. But can that be counterproductive to somebody who's going through something?
Oh, yes, most definitely. Even when I was growing up, my mom taught us to not show our emotions, not show our feelings. Eventually, when things happen in life, it can either come out in the wrong way. And so when you're going through something, show it, be vulnerable, because there's someone out there who's going to listen and going to support you and guide you. And so that's why I'm so grateful for organizations like NAMI STL, American Foundation of Suicide Prevention, all those other behavioral organizations that's out there to provide information and resources. So as a kid, and especially in the Black and brown community, it's like we have to mask everything. We can't show who we really are because it's a sign of weakness. And that's the stigma we have to stop, is that weakness. We are not weak. We're human beings.
Why is this particular issue near and dear to your heart?
Well, I lost my brother in 2019 to death by suicide. He struggled with anxiety, depression, had panic attacks. Things happen in life and we never know the reason why. But there's a sense of hopelessness, maybe shame, or whatever it may be. He decided to end his life. So that's why once I got, now I can say I'm over it, but I'm better dealing with it, that now is part of my mission and passion in life, is to really talk about mental health, mental illness, and especially suicide prevention and awareness. So, and that's where, besides my 9-to-5 job, that's my passion now, is that part of the community.
Big event coming up this Sunday, Creve Coeur Lake Park. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I volunteer with American Foundation of Suicide Prevention. So the Missouri Walk for St. Louis will be this Sunday in Creve Coeur Park. It's going to be a nice event, and I'm asking everyone who either dealing with the mental health or mental illness themselves, or have a loved one that is contemplating or attempted or lost their life to suicide, to come out Sunday. One thing about American Foundation of Suicide Prevention, they have a lot of resources out there. So it's not just information from them, but every behavioral health organization in St. Louis, families out there with tents that you can talk to, and a sense of belonging. So you not feel like you're alone. And your life matters. So that day is going to be special, important, and I encourage everyone to come out and spend time with us that day.
And people probably need to also understand that this isn't one of these things where, oh, the person's feeling better, they're okay. I mean, you got to keep checking back to make sure things are good.
Exactly. You got to keep checking on your loved ones. You have to. You have to continue to be a listening ear, have those resources. Even though you might get pushback, eventually they're going to want to help, and you have to be there to make sure they get the help. So that day, it's, like I said, it's full with everything that you need, every resource that you can think of is going to be out there. But really, the day is that you don't feel like you're alone. Whatever the situation may be, the support is there, and just to see all the people and the families wearing T-shirts, holding signs, it's a beautiful day.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming in and telling us all about this. And I'm looking forward to Sunday being a very impactful morning.
Yes, impactful, most definitely.
All right.